Okay, so we're starting our meeting for the trustee of the trust funds for May 12th. And present, we have Tom and Linda, and we will continue with the meeting as we have just some updates to go through. And I don't think there'll be anything that has a lot of questions to it. So Tom, did you get a chance to read the minutes from last month?
Yes, I did. I move we approve.
A second. Do you mind to take minutes, Tom?
Just a minute. I'm not too good at that.
I can help you, but
Linda, you want me to jot them down for you?
that's okay. I'll just write it from here. It'll be
Okay.
fine. I got it, Tom.
Thank you. I can write.
That's okay.
Actually, I'm very proud of today because if you got your where in the world, you notice we got yesterday's vote count out this morning.
That was amazing. It was excellent. Okay, now the next one is we did get the capital reserve funds for March and February. And I have tied those to the statements because, you know, it has the interest that is shown on the reserve reconciliations. These actually is for the next month's statement. So it's always 1 month behind. So as I was saying, for the month of March, Tom, if you look at after plus minus principal ending balance, that to the bank statement is off 91 cents. It's where I closed that John Stark renovation account.
Mm-hmm.
And I closed it based on what the balance was that day, but there was an extra 91 cents in there. So I'll have to figure out where to put that.
You need a motion to approve those?
Sure.
Okay, because I did look at them earlier. I don't have them printed out in front of me, but I went through them all. So I move to approve the February and March capital reserve fund reports.
Okay, and I second. And I don't know if we've gotten the April statement yet. When I checked my mailbox the other day, it wasn't there. So I'm sure it will be soon behind. Now, the other thing, it'd been nice to have them here, but it's the MS 9 and 10. And on this, I've gotten smart this year, Tom. I keep a complete spreadsheet of everything we've requested from them. Because remember last year I had changes at the end of the year where I found they had taken disbursements from the wrong account, or actually instead of from the income, they had taken it from the principal balance. When I say they, I mean Citizens.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a spreadsheet now that I keep by quarter. So I did go through each of these items on the MS9 report and the detailed MS9, and it matches completely to the items we have requested and approved previously in December, January, February, March. Yes.
Okay, well, I did look at them, but since you went through them with that detail, why don't you make the motion and I'll...
Okay, and they also match the balances on the reserve statements as well. So I move that we accept the MS9 and MS10 as prepared by Citizens Bank for the first quarter of the year.
I'll second.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I guess Dino is retiring. You remember him, right, Tom? He came and
Yes,
met with us.
And
So we've had him for quite a while, but I guess this new person, Charlie, has been there for almost as long, and Lori thinks that we will really like him, and he's worked on our accounts as well. So they've asked if we want to have a meeting with him. I thought we should give it a few months, and then we can hopefully be meeting in person and they can come out and see us.
Mm-hmm. I was noticing on is it the MS10 that has all the stocks listed?
Yes.
There's quite a big loss at the end of the year, if I'm reading that correctly. Am I reading it correctly, or is that because of expenditures?
Well, it is because, hold on, the Amazon, it's actually, the stock market has kind of gone nuts.
Yeah, it's gone nuts in my favor at home.
Yeah, me too. I'm just looking. Let's see. Like Apple, So there was a capital gain and then there was proceeds. So then we lost,
I'm just looking at the bottom line as far as the overall, and it's in parentheses as 200 and some odd thousand. I didn't
Yeah.
know if that, what that, was that the decline in stocks, or is there some other explanation for that?
I believe it was decline in stocks, but you know what? I will send Lori an email and I will get that out to everybody.
Mhm. Thank you.
Because that's actually, I think it was the timing, because remember there was a few days there where this is at the end of March, where things took a decline and then they came right back up. Because I know that on my things, we lost, I can't remember what month it was. We lost quite a chunk, but then we gained like double that the next month.
Mhm.
But I will ask that question. Now, the next item on the agenda was to discuss the date of the next meeting. I'm going to be out of town for the next meeting. So do you all want to hold it without me, or do we want to move it to the next week? If that, Naomi, do you know if that next Wednesday is available for either in-house or Zoom?
This time of day,
You'd be available at this time of day, anytime.
Okay,
I would say let's postpone it until you're here, Linda,
okay.
since you are our resident expert.
That's very loosely said, but we can do that because I think that we'll probably have some expenditures for next month, I would think, coming up. I think we did last year. So we'll move that to a week out. So that will be on the 16th. And then just an update on the tennis courts. I had asked Naomi about this and I guess they approved the RFP and they're going to start work on that soon, Naomi.
So Linda, what I had to do is I brought it to the board, they approved it, and then we signed the contract and sent it back to the Vermont Recreational Group. And once they got our signed contract, we're in their queue, I'll call it. But she said she's looking at July only for the fact that they had some ahead of us, but also they need 3 days in a row, 55 or warmer day and night.
Okay.
So as soon as they can do that, we may get shuffled around. I don't know if it's the beginning or end, but she told me July. So
Okay. Okay. And now I did notice where I was a little concerned about this, where Denise had put out there asking for people to join the pickleball organization here. Are you allowing them to use the tennis courts?
yeah, so what the selectmen did is the selectmen went over and looked at the cracks, and I guess they're wide, but they're not wide enough that you'd put your sneaker or your tennis shoe in, and
Okay.
it's not an uneven surface. So right now they're letting them use it. The only uneven part is right under the tennis net, and they don't get that close to it. So they are letting them use it. They do know that once July comes, the nets come down and everything comes off. So they're using it for now. Yes.
Okay. Good. I just was curious. I just didn't know.
Nope, that's
Tom,
the
is
scoop.
there any other? Go ahead.
No, I said that's the scoop with that. Hopefully,
Okay.
it gets done. There seems to be a lot of use, and actually Denise was on the Park and Rec last night and said that they were going to do a demonstration, and then they were going to invite some of the younger kids to just see how it's played. I never knew how it was played, so I'd like to go
I don't know
watch.
either. I know it's a big thing down in
It's-
like the South and stuff.
That's what
So,
she said. It's 55 and over. It's a huge thing for people.
Hmm.
So
and I'm very uncoordinated. I wonder if I could do it.
I don't know. It's teams of 4, so maybe.
I'll let my partner, pull me along. I don't know. You never know.
Right.
I have a couple of questions that are sort of related, but not necessarily for the minutes, Naomi. I noticed that there was a lift over at the town hall is that Walker Roofing getting started now?
Yes, Walker Roofing is going to be doing the returns. And that money will be coming from Mildred Hall, for the town hall money that was put
Okay.
there.
I'll probably give you a call so I can put a little picture in the paper or
Yep.
something on that.
And then they're also supposed to, while the lift is here, we lost a decorative cap, I guess I'll call it, on the back side of the Stone Memorial Building. It's inside, but they're going to put it back on.
Oh, good. The other question, I noticed that the new police car arrived, but now it's gone. Is it out to get the graphics and things?
Yeah, we got it as soon as we could, so we grabbed it right away. And it was gonna be a month, that's why you saw it. I believe it's out having either all the equipment put in it and then the graphics. It's out having stuff done. If it's not out there, it's probably in the Sally Port waiting.
Oh, okay. I was afraid Frank would call and say, oh, an unmarked car.
No, we had to wait for the stuff to come in and then put all the stuff in the car.
Yeah, okay. I'll call Chris and see when it's back. I can get a picture of it.
Sure. I think the graphics are all gonna be the same.
Okay.
Anything else you want to discuss, Tom?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, then I move we adjourn.
Second.
Great.